What on earth is that? It's a Journey into Comics Network production! All aboard!
I brought my pencil. What do you wanna do with your life? Walk on home, boy. Yeah. Like anything gets to say like you did before. Make it ring, make it bleed, make it really suck.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Whenever you're listening to this, welcome to a new season of Rank 'Em All. I am your host, Nick Maxon. I am here today with a slew of dudes to start ranking the Between the Buried and Me discography.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited about this. We have been talking about doing this for many, many months now. But we wanted to get the Metallica one out of the way first, which was quite a task. But before we get into all that, let me introduce the panel of dudes for this. I like new seasons of Rank 'Em All.
Yeah.
That does sound cool.
I like it.
So we got Mr. Dick Blaine Tyner, Dr. Dongo, MD.
What's up? Also a Rank 'Em All veteran.
Veteran.
We are Rank 'Em All veterans.
We are.
Ooh.
The one of the four horsemen of the Rank 'Em Alls. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. Between the Buried and Me has been one of my favorite bands for many, many years now, and I'm excited for you to get a nice, thorough.
Yeah, something beyond Parallax too.
Yeah. You know, there are other fucking 90% of
I'm
the
in the same
discography.
boat, Dick, so it's fine.
Open your horizon.
I'm in the same boat.
We got Zach Davidson here.
Hello, thanks for having me. It's weird. It's actually happening. I'm not sure what to do with myself. It's actually happening,
I know.
guys.
It's one of those things you always talk about doing, but don't actually ever do. This is one of the things that we are actually fucking doing.
It's like that beluga whale in that one book from a long, long time ago. Yeah, super obscure.
The beluga whale.
There it is. Is that like an Eric Carle book?
Oh, what is that Captain Ahab? I don't know.
Oh,
Moby Dick?
Moby Dick.
Sure, that one.
Yeah.
it's the white whale.
Interesting.
Whatever.
It was a sperm whale, not a beluga.
Hey, it's a biggin. It's what it is.
There's definitely some undertone to the fact that it's a sperm whale of all things. We are not here to discuss Moby Dick, as much as it may seem like that. We got Brett Maxwell here as well.
Hello. How's it going?
Going great.
Yeah.
Ready to dive into this. We got Chris Kerrigan as well.
Oh, yeah. Time to give it that cram.
You might want to kiss up on your mic just a little bit more. This one here.
This one here.
That one there.
All right.
Maybe give it a tilt down. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, there you
the
go.
money
There's
shot.
that.
Yeah.
You don't need to
There's
go
that
like
sweet
full
spot.
tilt. You just need to go like half tilt.
Half tilt.
Yeah.
Half tilt.
Still
Just
early.
Boom.
Tilt it just enough.
All right, so being the debut episode, we're going to listen to the first album from Between the Buried and Me, which is their self-titled Between the Buried and Me. So let's
10.
What?
10.
10?
10.
You're just giving the whole thing a 10.
Yeah. No.
That's how we're starting this, huh?
10 is being
All right.
low.
So here we are.
10 is the best.
10 is the best. Oh,
I'm notorious for 10s.
okay.
He's going to give a lot of 10s.
I probably
I don't know
will
if I'm gonna
too
get a lot of
because I 10s. just easily like a lot of songs.
That's perfectly
Like,
fine. I'm going to continue my role of ranking things incredibly harshly, because that's who I am as a person. So we'll give you guys a couple tidbits about the album before we get going with our ranks. It was released April 30th, 2002.
Wow.
That's an old ass album.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The lineup, we have Tommy Giles Rogers. I don't know if Giles is actually his middle name or if it's just some stage thing.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, right?
Definitely.
Guile.
Street Fighter 21. That'd be wild. He could have like a mic with a cord that he throws at the enemy.
Whoa, now you're getting
lassos him,
somewhere.
lassos him, pulls him in real quick.
Yeah. So he's on the vocals. We have Paul Wagner on guitar, Nick Fletcher on rhythm, Jason King on bass, and Will Goodyear on drums. Most of these guys leave the band after this.
Except for Tommy.
Tommy and Paul. Tommy and Paul are the only members that are still in the band. I don't actually know. Maybe Will's on Alaska. Alaska's not even the next one. Silent Circus is next. I don't fucking know. I probably should have looked into it a little more. That's okay. what else do we got here? It's 48 minutes long. Jamie King produced it. And 3 of the 8 songs were on a demo, the original Between the Buried and Me demo. Those songs being More of Myself to Kill, What Have We Become, and Use of a Weapon. All relatively fucked up songs.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Use of a Weapon is pretty awesome. It's but More of Myself to Kill is very rapey, and What Have We Become is... No, What Have We Become is the rapey one. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Figure it out.
Okay, so without further ado, the first song on the album is More of Myself to Kill. Does anybody want me to start us off?
Oh, you go for
Just
it.
okay. I'm gonna lay it down for you. I love the lyrics. There's a mid song, not a breakdown, but it slows down. I really like that. I can see how the most brutal of the vocals would have put me off when I was first listening to this album.
I can see that.
Because I think so. I was probably getting into Between the Buried and Me 2009, 10, somewhere in that ballpark, and I was definitely not into the really, really brutal vocals.
Yeah.
And I can totally see with the very first song on the album, like it's like this is too much. This is way too much. Even as I was going along now, fucking all these years later, looking at the lyrics, hearing it, I'm like, dog, I can't keep up, man. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. This is such muddled shit.
The lyrics were hard to hear on this album.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's so funny going back and listening to this, especially where they're at now. It's like he's come so far as a vocalist. But everything else, for the most part, aside from the vocals being like, he definitely does not do shit that brutal at all, anywhere near it anymore. Even with this first album, it's like they never let go of the roots.
Yeah.
They're still doing the stuff where they go brutally fast and then they slow it the fuck down, and the guitar crazy wankery shit.
Nice pretty melodies
Crazy
in between
wankery
splashed
shit.
in, Yeah.
Let's see. Favorite lyric. I found myself doing that because apparently I love all the lyrics of every single song. One day we will all be in the soil with no gods to slave to and no heroes to kill for. So good.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Okay, who wants to go next? Anybody got anything more to add? I guess I did do a...
I don't have much to say about it, but this is definitely my favorite track on the album, which is like after many repeat listens of this album. I found myself enjoying this album more than I thought I would, because I remember when I got into BT Bam originally, I tried listening to this and others, and I was like, this sucks. I hate this. I'm not into this. I want give me my Parallax 2. And but this is also like it cracks me up because this song is kind of like their emo phase.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
just
I like
like the slowed down part. I mean, especially with the lyrics, like my memory is the only thing keeping the old tears in my eyes.
Memories keeping all these tears.
Yeah, it's
inside.
like that sounds so emo, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not against
Most
it.
definitely.
I'm not against it. So, yeah, I like this song. And then it gets like after that slow breakdown, it just gets into that fucking ridiculously blistering, fast, awesome guitar part.
Yeah, you definitely see where BT Bam like this is the definitive beginning, obviously. Like you can see this in all their music and their later discography as well. It is, it's great just to see how it started. And I mean, they just kept building on it, changing it throughout the years a little bit, as their musical style and tastes different.
They refined it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll kind of put some input in. So I have, like Dick has said, I am all like Parallax 2 and post BT Bam fan.
Right.
Because I heard them when they were on Victory Records. I bought a Hawthorne Heights album. So if that says anything about the music I was listening to at the time. So preface it with that. Okay.
That's your introduction to BT Bam, Hawthorne Heights.
Listen. So it came with the Victory TV DVDs as a bonus, and it had music videos, and it was right after Alaska had been released. So I'm sitting here listening to this, like that's how I got introduced, like Atreyu and a couple others on there. But definitely BT Bam's Alaska on there was the heaviest song. and I wasn't ready for it yet.
Right.
I heard it and I'm like, I don't like this. Like whenever I would
Too
watch
much.
it, I used to watch that DVD so much just to see the music videos and stuff, and I would always skip that song. Because I was just like, I just don't even like the music video that much because it's just sporadic and all over the place. But so that's why I never got into them or much of their older stuff. And even listening to this album now, I still was at first I was like, man, this is still kind of like Alaska to me. Like I don't know how I feel about it because I've been way more into the refined BT Bam.
Right.
So for me to really get into this album, I had to just focus on the instrumentals and just really tune out the vocals initially.
Yeah.
That's a very good point, honestly.
I gave a couple listens through on the original and the remastered as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think I like the original a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the remaster feels like they tried to fix his vocals a little too much. Like they were supposed to be dirty and
Just
in your face. Like that's what they were kind of going for, I feel like. But you could definitely see how their transitions and the way they went into the solos and the little slowdowns, not necessarily the breakdowns at every part, the slowdowns, like you can definitely tell that between the Buried and Me we see now, it was still alive and well back then.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just,
Most definitely.
They were learning where they were going to go.
strong roots.
Yes,
Right.
they were learning.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they were totally like just hardcore band at first. I feel
Yeah.
like they were going for more of that hardcore feel, but definitely with some more
That math,
melodic,
that really frantic math rock kind of
like
shit. But
almost like the
heavier
straight
tune.
edge hardcore kids. Like it's like this wasn't the scene. Like this, they changed their whole crowd scene. I feel like,
Oh yeah.
but
Cool.
I definitely liked this first song off the album.
It was a great first song.
Yeah.
Yes.
It definitely gave you a full picture of what you were gonna get.
Yes.
It showed it had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I gave it a 6.5. So let me I will explain since for those who've not listened before. Everyone ranks a little different. Or we
base what we rank.
How we base our ranking. So the way I always rank is in reference to their entire discography. Not in reference to like the album itself. You know, so when I say 6.5, what I'm saying pretty much is like there's songs in their discography that I'm going to go to before I go to something like this.
Right.
Mhm.
Which you're gonna see when we get to fucking
I base
your
my
colors
ranking,
and your
Yeah,
parallax.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
definitely.
like-
Oh, yeah.
that's where we're gonna get our super high ranking.
and I base my ranking off of just how much I like the song.
Yeah, he's much more nonchalant, and there's no, you can be as harsh as you want. Like, it was generally agreed that I was the harshest ranker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like 6.5 out of 10. Like, it was a good song. Like, yeah, it was a good song, but I'm going to give a Son of Nothing.
It
I'm
doesn't,
gonna
right.
give
it doesn't deserve
Right.
top ranking for being
Top
a
tier.
good song.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
So with that in mind, Dick, what'd you give? More of Myself to Kill.
I'm gonna go with 7.5. I also make mine up like right on the spot.
Yeah, so that's where I'm about to be. That's where I'm about to be.
That is okay.
I keep it genuine, you know.
So let's do Brett next.
So definitely not like with it being hard to get into this album. This song was definitely in your face, a lot more than I expected. I think I'm gonna give this one like I'm gonna go with a 6.
Give it a
solid
6. Solid 6. Zach.
All right. Admittedly, I don't know all the discography for BT Bam. I haven't listened to all of it, but definitely from what I have experienced in the past and what I've listened to, I like this song. But kind of along with what Nick was saying, like I like other songs more than this.
How fast
it's
am I gonna
enjoyable.
come back to it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How fast will I come back to it? Honestly, I like the album in general. But yeah, this song was definitely probably one of the ones that I enjoyed more or a little bit more. I'd probably give it a 7. Solid 7.
Solid 7.
Yeah.
Chris.
I have to agree with Zach on it. Just a solid 7. That's how I always felt about the song.
It's a good number.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great song, too. The whole fucking discography is.
It is.
Yeah,
Let's see.
honestly.
What was More Myself to Kill? Just jumping right back in. A lot of self-reflection kind of shit. That's what this one's about.
Yeah.
Now, Arsonist, the next song, is a little more brutal. This song was written about the Westboro Baptist Church.
Nice.
Oh,
That's early.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
So,
early for anybody to be speaking out about them, even
Yes.
though they've always been shitheads.
something I saw in lots of different reviews is at the time, this was 2002, there weren't a whole lot of bands that were explicitly calling shit like that out. So everyone thought it was interesting. I mean, you couldn't tell, without being told.
Mhm.
You definitely tell that they are not fans of religion. It's talking
Yeah.
about murdering priests for being fucking rapists. So I really like this song. Let's see. I think I like it more lyrically than I like it musically. There's a guitar solo at the end that's pretty cool. Looks like they have some magical riffs in there. But yeah, decent song. My favorite lyric was, "Now you will receive us. We do not ask for your poor or for your hungry. We don't want your tired and sick. It is your corrupt we claim. It is your evil that will be sought by us. With every breath we shall hunt them down every day. We will spill their blood till it bleeds down from the sky."
Powerful.
Just fucking
Yeah.
dog.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That was one thing that always stuck out in my mind about this song in particular, was just the lyrical value was just there.
Yes, I also am not a fan of the church. Dick, do you have anything to add?
Overall, so we've talked about like how this is like early. I mean, this is beginning of the road. I mean, the production value is not really there. The guitar tone is just super raw. It's kind of shit, to be honest, in my opinion. But that's also, my opinion is also based off of today's standards. But I always get like these fucking I get early As I Lay Dying vibes from this entire album.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the riffage, the guitar tone, everything. Like this is metalcore.
I can kind of see
This
that,
is early,
but with
like,
a little more melody mixed in.
yes,
Definitely.
This is
Yeah.
early metalcore.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of getting. Not hardcore, more metalcore.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
So and throughout this, there's songs that like I remember. There are songs that there's not a song on this album that I don't like. I will say that right now. I found my head bobbing to every single one of these songs. Do I remember them? No.
Right. there's
But-
definitely a few that I'm like,
There's nothing I was like, I am skipping this.
How's this one go again?
right, yes. No skips.
Yeah.
No skips. Just awesome all the way through. I will give this song a 7.
A 7. It's a little too early to get exasperated.
7 for me though is just like average. It's a C.
Middle of the road.
It's a C.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the 6 on this one.
And for the record, everybody, 4 is no.
4
is
just a
no.
You can
nah.
go lower than no, but 4 is no.
See, I don't honestly think that there's gonna be a single no for me this whole series,
I
because
don't.
Yeah.
but there
I
were
think there
definitely
will
a
be
few
for me.
Metallicas where I was like, I will never listen to this song.
Yeah.
Never.
Same.
I thought my ears were gonna bleed.
Actively running away from this song.
Cure.
Cure. Yep. Fuck the Cure. All right, Zach, what do you think?
From what I remember, like as I was saying before, it held more value lyrically than it did with the actual music itself. With this song, it just didn't do it for me.
All right,
I will say a 5 though.
5.
Yeah, just
Fucking slamming it.
like just barely above. But no, I guess. But I mean, not like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at my notes and I'm like, doesn't look like there's a whole lot that I remembered except for, again.
Yeah.
I really like talking about purging the clergy. So.
I do agree with that. I didn't realize what the song was about initially, so I do agree with the message. So I feel like it makes the number go up a little more for me.
Okay. What do we got?
I'm gonna go with like a 6.25.
6.25.
I was still, my first listen through, I was like, I'm still not hooked quite yet on everything. Like,
right.
I'm not finding the BT band I'm used to yet. So I was like, I was
Yeah.
not quite there. I'm like, not at a no, definitely not a no. But I'm like, all right, I'm digging.
I need to get through this.
Yes, I need to listen to this a couple more times. But once we got here, it was a little better.
All right. I believe that was their first music video.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I bet it was decent. I'll have to watch it. I can't believe I didn't. I should have. All right. The third song, Aspirations. The opening bit is definitely something I can see high school Nick liking a lot.
Yeah.
It definitely made me feel like I was in high school again. I felt the lyrics in my bones. Minute and a half in, made me feel like I'm just flying through the blue sky into fluffy clouds. It's just fucking magical. I apparently really, really like this song. When it breaks at about 2.5 minutes in, just the fucking bee's knees, and then I wrote the yelp.
I know exactly what you're talking about there.
Yep.
Yeah, just a real quick little thing.
So that was I was gonna touch. I'll touch on that.
Yeah.
I said the cleans are super goofy, but I'm in.
Yes.
This definitely, the fact that it's called Aspirations makes it even better because it's like you could see where he was wanting to go and the shit that he was gonna want to eventually do. What else do we got? Favorite lyric: dead ends and dead lives around here, and failure obscures all but the immediate. Sweet dreams fall from reach here, fade from existence, fade from sight. They merge with the black and decay and neglect. It's like A Day to Remember heard this song and then based their entire band off of it.
Okay.
Fuck
You know
this
what you mean.
town. I hate this hometown. I want to do better things than what this place is offering me.
Also pizza.
Yes. Less pizza in the BT band version, but a day to remember definitely. Yeah, it's just a fucking killer song all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really liked it.
Yeah, this is probably one of my more favorite songs of the album.
I believe this is one of my higher ranked songs.
This is my second favorite song.
Just because, it's cruising through nice and melodic, and then it just slams with that breakdown.
Yeah, this song just, I thought this song was just outrageous. It's just like, especially once all that falsetto stuff comes in, that super high.
Oh, yeah.
Singing. It reminded me of this band that I was really into about a decade ago called Defiance, which is all of their vocals are just straight falsetto, and it's amazing. It's like metalcore falsetto awesomeness, and it's just shreddy, all of it. I mean, and then I even got some of that shreddiness, like the guitars just get out of control. Like this song is ridiculous in all of the best ways.
Yes.
I give this song, man, I can't give it higher than 7.5 if it's if More of Myself to Kill is my favorite.
You do what you gotta do. You do what you
It's
gotta
gonna
do.
leave you with some weak ratings then,
man.
Dick.
Fuck it, I'll break the rules. I'll give this song an 8.
You give this one an 8.
Yeah.
Do you want to amend your More of Myself to Kill?
Nope, leave it.
Okay. You're
It's my
about it.
favorite because it's the most cohesive to me. It's the one that sticks out the most to me.
I remember really, really liking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of like Brett was alluding to before we started recording, like it's one of those things that you listen to so much that the songs kind of blend together. It's like, oh, that was in that song. I don't know because I just listened to the whole damn thing.
I was saying though, was like I just never had my phone out, so I always had my earbuds in, so I didn't see the song titles. So it's like, which one was this?
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah, that was definitely a similar experience to mine. I was just listening through it, just doing something around the house.
This,
But
that, and
just
the other.
jamming.
What do you think, Zach? What are you gonna give this one?
Well, I definitely like this a little bit more than More of Myself to Kill, but not by much.
Okay.
I'll say 7 point. Yeah, we'll say 7.25.
7.25. Brett.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5.
So I want to talk about the Yelp. Like,
Do the Yelp, man. Tell me about
it.
it.
Was like,
Oh, man, I
the
can't even
first time I'm
die.
listening to it, I'm doing the dishes, and I'm like, all right, okay. And I get through the first 2 songs, and this one starts, and all of a sudden I hear that Yelp, and I stopped. I was like, what was that? And then he starts doing the power vocals, da 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 da, like the falsettos, and I was like, this is some Judas Priest level like power vocals right here. I'm like, they just went from metalcore to doing like, maybe the rest of the album's gonna be power metal. I don't know, and it really got my hopes up right there. And like, I was just like, yes,
If you like that,
I dig that. Like,
if you love that, listen to Defiance, man.
yeah, that was such a nice subtle surprise. Not even subtle surprise from them.
Out of nowhere.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're just
Uncalled for.
riffing and then just.
Dude.
So
changed my life.
This song was what really made me go, all right, I'm probably gonna like this album. When I listen to it at least a couple more times, I'm gonna start digging a lot of this album.
Man.
So see, I'm going with an 8.5 on this one.
Excellent.
Nice.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
7.5.
I have to agree with the whole Yelp thing though. It puts a smile on my face.
Yeah,
when I hear it.
every
It's like,
time.
oh, yeah,
Every
all right,
time.
all right, digging it.
Just in my car, and you just see me.
Nobody at all.
Don't
BT band.
question it.
Absolutely no one at all. Not a single fucking soul. BT band. All right. Scooting on to number 4. What have we become? This one didn't stick out to me too terribly much.
Yeah.
Had some cool parts, interesting lyrics, kind of fucked up, from what I could tell. I really liked the break near the end of the song, about 4 minutes in. My favorite lyric was, "I fear my closing eyes might end me," in reference to, because he's done so many fucked up things that he fears, if he has any time to reflect on it. Yeah, I don't want to go into it. It's very not about raping, but he used the word rape a lot, and I'm not terribly sure what he means. So
I mean, there is a lyric that says, "We raped her and laughed as we fucked her last chance of survival."
Right. So it's definitely metaphorical. But
is it?
It's definitely pushing the envelope as far as that goes. It's like,
Made me
guys, what do you mean? What do you mean,
made me
guys?
uncomfortable. Okay. Anyone else have really anything to add?
Not to that one.
No, unfortunately, like
This one's
I
brutal.
don't remember this song a whole lot. Like,
It was a brutal one.
It didn't
Yeah.
do much for me. Like,
Yeah, this one was just constantly in your face. if I
Yeah,
remember.
right at that part.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking death metal.
There was no like classic, now classic, like transition into a different part. It just felt like this one was just in your face constantly, which obviously looking at the lyrics, I can see maybe why they did that, because the whole thing seems in your face.
yeah.
But yeah, this one didn't really stick out to me as much, especially after you follow Aspirations like that.
Yeah.
So
Which I get the wanting to, we just did. It was Aspirations. Epic is too big of a word, but it's a nice big full song.
yeah,
And then it's like, where do you go from there? It's like, let's get into something a little heavier. Very weird. Metaphorically talking about raping his mom, or really raping his mom. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Still makes me metaphorically and physically uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable no matter what he's saying. Dick, what do you think?
The song fucking, it got my head going. Like, fucking, it was those deep fucking headbangs, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7. Excellent. Zach, what do you think?
5.5. Again, didn't do a whole lot for me.
I feel that. Brett.
I'll give it a 5.75. I definitely enjoyed the instrumentals on this one. I did like the brutality of it. It just didn't feel like Between the Buried and Me to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Same.
It felt like they were trying, like, this album was like, hey, we're going to do one song like this, one song like this, one song like this. Let's see which one goes best, and then we'll base our entire career off of it.
That's kind of a fair point, honestly. They did a little bit of like just a dip their toes in the kiddie pool of like all these different
Do we like
styles
it like
of
this?
music.
Which More of Myself to Kill did have all of those little
All in
notes,
one
like
song.
yeah. So maybe that was, since that was like their most popular song off it, maybe that's why, like, okay, and we just do need to incorporate
Yeah.
every single aspect of that
Yeah,
into
into
one
every single
song.
song, yeah.
Do it all. Do it all.
Instead of making one song one thing, another song another, like
Just do
let's
it all
make
together.
it all one.
Right.
Like, and every song has to be that way.
I love that mentality.
Mhm.
I've carried that to many parts of my
So
musical
I can see,
life.
I like this song for what it was, but not one of my favorites.
Same. Chris, what do you think?
5.
5.
Solid 5.
Right down the middle.
Even.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
the lyrics to the next song, Fire for a Dry Mouth.
All right, lead us in.
This song, I mean, this is one of those songs that I don't remember.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking at the lyrics right now for the very first time.
Dude, it's
This-
fucking.
This song is out of control.
Yeah.
Your piss is going sour. My mouth is full for the last time.
Yeah.
Go drink your life away. Go fuck your life away with your filthy STDs and your fucking night of rape. Just go jerk off on your fucking stomach. Impregnate yourself.
Yeah, this is one of those songs where I remember just being like particularly brutal.
And I'm
Who is this
happy.
about?
Happy.
Dude, I don't know.
Who
I'm
hurt
happy to be
him?
alive.
But he's fucking mad.
He is not happy.
Lyrics alone, I'm giving this a 6.5.
6.5. Diving right in.
I killed
Ooh.
your face. I killed your face. I killed your face. I
Yeah.
killed your fucking face. Your fucking face.
Tonight
Tonight I hope your bed catches flame.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
laughing at the end, just like, Dog, you're elementary now, and it's like I'm gonna kill your fucking face, dude.
Go jerk
Right.
off on your stomach.
Impregnate yourself.
What did you give? 6.5? Is that what you said? Yeah, this one was fucking just like it didn't particularly stand out to me. But the lyrics themselves were just like, dude, why are you so angry? What did this fucking guy do to you? All right, Zach, what do you
Yeah,
think?
I remember this one again for the lyrical value because again, somebody was shitting his cereal.
Dude,
Somebody.
It's ridiculous.
But I just liked how heavy it was. I mean, I like this side of BT Bam, so I'm gonna probably give it like a 7.25.
7.25?
7.25.
Okay.
Yep, because like I said, I remember this one in particular.
Brad, what do you think?
Whenever I would listen in the car is when I would really I'd catch a part and I'd look at the song names because it's displayed for me all nice and neat.
Nice.
So this was one I remember about halfway through. I'd be like, oh, I remember this riff. I can't picture it in my head right now to kind of tune it out for you. But so this is one I would always catch myself like, all right, I'm digging multiple parts of this song. So I'm gonna go with Zach. I'm actually at a 7.25.
7.25. Healthy.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what do you think?
Man, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, lyrically and everything, I enjoyed it all the way through. Wouldn't say it's my favorite by any means, but
No.
it was
Needs more
definitely
solos.
Yeah, I think it was just like the brutalness of it, where it's like, ooh.
My goodness.
My God.
All right, song number 6, "Naked by the Computer."
We've all
This
been
one,
there.
this one.
All of a sudden,
What was
somebody
that?
had to jerk off on your stomach.
Somebody had to say it.
Hear the garage door open on your dial-up computer and have to close out 7 tabs real quick before mom gets inside.
And try to get rid of all the pop-up windows.
Yep.
Too real. Let's not do this. The lyrics are incredibly sad.
Yeah.
My favorite was, "For every minute she spent in your heaven was just a minute more in her hell. Away from this world is her place in this world. Where the sun's rising doesn't bring with it pain. You have lost her now. She has forgotten you now. Her nightmares and secrets washed away." Just fucking there's definitely a theme.
Yeah.
Something tells me that this is the girl to Song 5's guy.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. Like, it definitely felt like, not like a quote-unquote breakup song, but like, he's missing somebody.
Sounds like someone did, I don't know. It could be all about different people. And if these are all about different people, then good Lord, my guy.
Are you Taylor
Right.
Swift in this?
2002, man.
I know.
Rough year.
It starts really slow. It's really awesome when it kicks in, and it just keeps kicking along the whole time. And I really liked how spooky the ending was. This was another one of my favorites. Anyone else got anything to add?
This is one of the songs that stood out for me, mostly because the first time I saw it pop up while playing, I looked at the title and I was like, "Naked by the Computer."
Right.
This is like the best song name ever. And I immediately texted you, if you remember.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it was a good song. It's a good song. I'm gonna drop a 7 on that one.
Give it a 7. What a guy. All right, Zach, what do you think?
I give it a solid 6.
6. 6 or
Just, yeah. It's funny lyrically, or not really lyrically, actually. It's pretty sad funny, but like, yeah, the name is funny.
the name is funny, but then we have to remember that it's about someone being dead. So,
Right.
The name,
Aside from the jerking off joke, which is not
Which also might be going to. Never mind.
well,
I'll
the
stop.
name is
I
just
don't
super
know.
relatable.
I don't know.
It's a super relatable name.
Yeah. I mean,
We've all been there.
Yes. Yes.
if one
Fascist,
person ever told me
Antifa,
they were not
it's all the
naked
same
by their
thing.
computer,
I don't
like,
even wanna
you're a
know.
liar.
Okay.
I don't even want to know the
I
porn
think-
they were watching in 2002. Like
No, please
Dude.
no. I don't want to know.
Probably
There was a lot of weird stuff out there.
just
Still
JPEGs.
is, but,
Believe
like,
me.
8 minutes to load one JPEG.
Yeah. So
Have a titty.
For the song, yeah, I remember it being a little more spooky. I guess is a good word to describe it, but that didn't really stand out to me as much. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.
6.
A moderate 6.
Moderate. That's what they say we need to be. All right, Chris.
7.5.
Boom.
Boom.
Banger.
It's up there.
74. He really, really liked this one. All right. Let's see. Moving on. I got so many tabs up. We're getting there, guys. Song number 7, Use of a Weapon. I really like the lyrics. This one's just about destroying society. Society fucking sucks. We're going to tear it all down, burn it all down.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a fan.
Around 4 minutes. The guitars are particularly fucking awesome. I like this one quite a bit.
Yes.
Anybody else have anything they want to add?
I just remember it fucking slamming.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
It's great. I love it. Honestly, I will probably go as far to say it's my favorite song of this album.
Ooh. Yeah, I really like the lyrical content of the whole album. It's a mix between kind of, like I said, inner reflection kind of shit and burning down the country.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Starting with churches.
Starting with churches,
Yep.
but then just in general. So, let's see. Why do I have 10 tabs up? Oh, because every time I pop up lyrics, it gives it a new
Opens
tab.
up a new tab.
New tab.
Motherfucker. All right. What does Brett? What do you think about Use of a Weapon?
Use of a Weapon. I liked it. I'm trying to remember the one part I liked. God, I'm so bad at this. It was. Again, this album was hard for me because it just wasn't what I expected. All in all,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it kind of was, but I still didn't get into the album as a whole as much as a lot. So this one's kind of.
Once you get down into the
Yeah,
nitty gritty,
this
it's
one's-
like
this
I don't even
one's-
know, man. I was just trying to power.
I think I'm gonna stick with a solid 6 on this one. It definitely had some parts that stuck out, but nothing that I could just go, that was awesome right there.
Right. All right, Zach, what do you think?
Yeah, as I was saying, it's probably one of my favorite, or one of my favorite song from this album. Just right here in particular, we will sin and you will suffer. We will set fire to your machines. We will put life back into hearts and you will suffer. Just hit me
Love
like a
it.
ton of bricks.
Love it.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. I would. So without further ado, I'd probably give this a 8.
An 8. Ooh, highest rank for Zach thus far. All right, Dave, what do you think?
Where Brett said this was like he had a hard time this album wasn't what he expected. Same, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
It definitely surprised me.
it surprised me because I didn't originally like this stuff, and this is what the whole point of Rank 'Em All was. Like originally, I was like, I want to go back and listen to Master of Puppets because my taste has changed since I first listened to that, and it ended up being like one of my favorite albums.
Yep.
So like, this is really cool to go back and listen to all these albums that one I haven't listened to.
Force yourself
or-
to give it its fair shake.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
two I listened to and it was like,
Due
fuck
diligence.
this. I'm gonna go back to Alaska or fucking
Parallax.
Parallax.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a P. I was like, where is the word?
Poo poo.
So this is just another one of those just all around good songs, and I'm gonna give it a 7.25.
7.25.
Nice.
Healthy. Chris, what do you think?
I agree with the 8.
Giving it the 8.
Giving it the 8. This song and the last song were probably my 2 favorite songs off the entire album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I give it a 6.5. Again, lyrically is where it really got me. In my notes, I didn't even I usually try to like cool riff here, cool riff here.
Yeah.
Apparently, I wasn't feeling it very much. So, the next one is the first song I heard off of this album, Chevenel Cut a Flip, and it was my favorite. It's my highest ranked. I gave it an 8.5.
Ooh.
Let me indulge. At the 2.5 minute mark, the guitars saddle up for a riff that just keeps on riding. It's just
Very
so
well
fucking
done.
good. The lyrics themselves are really schizophrenic.
Mhm.
It's like he's like arguing with himself, which I really like. It's a 9-minute song, and there's only lyrics really for the first like 4.5, and the rest of it is just really
Riffing.
fucking atmospheric, beautiful shit.
Mhm.
I loved it.
Yes.
My favorite lyric was "Whatever you do, don't be bored. This is absolutely the most exciting time we could have possibly hoped to be alive, and things are just starting." I love it. Totally love it. Like I said, that's my highest ranked on the album. I gave it an 8.5. Dick, what do you think about
What do
Chevenel
I-
Cut a Flip?
What do I think of this song? First of all, the the song title itself, just it's one of those things that like I have to constantly say in my head. The Chevenol.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it's like Elf when he
Yes.
says Francisco.
Francisco.
I love it. I don't know what it is.
This song is, to me, a preview of what they're gonna do down the road. This song is wacky at times,
Mhm.
especially at that little whole party part, like
Yes.
where there's
Yeah.
a bunch of people
Yeah.
partying.
And that comes back so many
talking.
times. That's one of their things.
And it's just like, and then at the like that, like just all the wacky bass lines and shit.
Mhm.
This song's cool.
Yeah.
And it's wacky.
Yep.
I keep saying like this song is just wacky. That's the best way to describe this song.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna drop an 8 on it.
Boom.
Ooh.
Dropped it like a bomb.
But yeah, so it's referring to the basically what we've already been saying. That last 5 minutes is just tasty, super, just catchy. Just I caught myself just jamming to just that.
It's so good.
Yeah, just
It's so soft. It doesn't go wild.
yeah, it's very nice. 7.5.
7.5. Chris, what do you think?
I'm hitting it with the 9er.
Niner.
Ooh,
This
damn!
was my
First
favorite
9 of
album.
the day.
This was my absolute favorite song from the album.
Dude, same.
Like
Same.
it really reflected what they've become too, more or less. Like it's like shit. Here it is.
Little bit of everything.
Here's where you guys really figured out the sound, and now you're just gonna progress and dominate with it.
It felt like a good ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
It was a fantastic ending.
The lyrics end with about a minute of just clean singing
Yeah.
before it breaks off into just
I think that's one of the parts that got to me with it, was getting those clean vocals, and then it was just like
they let
oh,
you
man.
down. They took you on a ride and
Yeah.
then they set you down gently.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
love
a
it.
wild
thrashed
trip.
you around a lot. Shot you out into the atmosphere, and then as you come to just gently, just
It was a nice blast off.
Let me-
Brett, what do you
let
think?
me
So
push you down the river.
start off with my favorite lyric, because this one did have one of my favorite lyrics out of the entire album.
Lay it on us.
This dream is all I ever dreamed. This dream is all I ever wanted, cared for. I only hope things haven't changed when I wake. Life doesn't work like this. Once a night, my life is yours to create. Mold me and make me the child of the night with all the ambition in the world. I
Yep.
love that lyric.
Yeah.
And
So
then
good.
me and you have talked about like albums that just know how to close it out.
Oh,
The
yeah.
final song feels like the final song,
Yep.
and you are so satisfied.
Mhm.
As soon as it ends, you're like,
that's the end,
thank you.
We
That
had that a
was
lot with
a
Metallica.
ride.
They
Yeah.
they literally
without a doubt.
they literally knew how to end that album, and it was so BT Bam
Yeah.
for me.
Mhm.
That song was the most BT Bam on this album from the BT Bam that I know and love. So I'm going to give this an 8.75.
8.75. It deserves it. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
I don't know if for
I will
me.
say Aspirations is still my favorite song at an 8.5. But this one gets a higher ranking because of the way they literally
Mhm.
made me emotional at the
They
end
let
of
you
it.
know,
Okay.
like, this is just the beginning and there's more to come.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. This is just the beginning.
So that makes Chevenol Cut a Flip our highest ranked song with a solid 8.
Ooh.
The album as a whole got a 6.78 out of 10 ranking.
I'm okay with that. I
I'm
agree
okay
with it.
that.
I agree with
I
that
dig
too.
it.
I agree with that too.
What have we
So,
become as our least favorite, which I believe that is, I gave 2 a 5.75. So it was my least favorite, and it seems to be the group's consensus as the least
Yep.
favorite.
Yeah.
We did it in record time. You're gonna make it to your
Hell
thing,
yeah.
Dick. You're gonna make it to your
Awesome.
thing. And you
Look
didn't have
at
to
that.
cut out early.
And I
Thank
was
you.
late.
You were very late.
Terribly late.
We knew you would be.
I could also see that with the Metallica rank 'em all, the group that you guys had.
Oh, yeah.
like, how talkative everyone is.
They
and,
were
like,
all
and
2
the fact
hours.
that like the fact that Dick, you're a musician. Nick, you're a musician. You're in
Yeah.
a band. Nate's a musician. He's in a band. So,
Brandon used to be in a
Brandon-
band with Nate.
Yeah.
so-
so,
right.
so all these people that really like not only know instruments but like know how to critique them and
Mhm.
know about this. You've got
Oh, yeah.
some,
It was
you got some
super
fresh blood.
hard.
You got
It was
some fresh
super
bloods in here.
angular.
Like I was actually pretty. My anxiety got a little high last night because I was like, man, I don't know what I'm getting into.
Oh,
like,
no.
how am
I
supposed to
happened
do
with
this?
every
Yeah.
time we did the Metallica one, and now
Yeah.
that we've done it once, you guys kind of see how
I'm
we
like,
do it.
okay, now I know how to kind of
It'll
structure.
take
Right.
it took warming
Yeah.
up. The first few
This-
episodes we did for Metallica.
We're gonna blast through these because one, Nate and Brandon are very long-winded when they talk.
Yes.
They can
Anyway.
talk.
Yeah, they can
And
talk.
so that definitely took up a lot of time, but it was good. It was good.
Love you guys.
Yeah, it was good.
Just
What
being
they-
honest.
The things they had to say were very quality.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I
and
don't
Nate,
doubt that.
Yes.
Nate and his notes, man, he had notes out the ass for every single song.
Yep.
And usually it involved talking about angles.
Very angular.
He's like very angular drumming, very angular riff. That became part of the drinking game.
So yeah.
Or
That's
anytime
what
he
it is.
mentioned his Zune.
How many times? Every time he says angular, take a
He
drink.
listened to the whole
Yeah.
discography through his Zune.
Dude. That's one of the,
Wow.
every time he mentioned the Zune.
Except for
we have to take a
Hardwired,
drink.
I think. Hardwired and S&M too.
Zune is still a thing.
For him.
Oh,
Or
Only
him.
keeps their servers on for one person.
Their biggest customer, of course.
All right, guys. I have a question for you guys. Are you guys? Does this make you look forward to the rest?
Absolutely.
150%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm totally down to go into this because I've already listened to Silent Circus and I enjoyed it a lot
Oh, yeah.
more.
I can't wait because I have never listened to that before, so it's going to be a fresh experience for me,
Nice.
and I cannot wait.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
try to
yet
go a
either.
little more in depth with that one. I'm gonna actually do like some deep dives with the lyrics and stuff, such as Nick has done, because I want to have quality things to say.
I feel like with this group in particular, that's where the long-windedness is going to start coming. Is when we're going to get more into the lyrics as opposed to.
Oh, just wait until the Parallax story starts, which is
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of next album.
Oh yeah,
we got a lot ahead of us. that
yeah,
I'm
a
very
lot of
excited
content.
for.
Because I think
I'm excited for the next one because now I have a way better idea of what I'm actually
Same.
wanting to
Yeah.
aim
Yep.
for.
I
for
think
each
there are
one.
2 songs on the next album that are part of the Parallax story.
We're going to get into all of that.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
thank you guys for coming over and doing this. This was awesome. I am so excited to continue this journey.
Yeah, I'm glad it finally happened. Like, I'm just glad to be doing this, honestly,
Yes.
and being a part of this.
And half the battle is getting it together.
Yep.
Yes.
You will
It has
find
been,
out.
It has been.
Yep.
But I'm totally down for early days. Like,
Maybe
Yeah,
next
like-
time we'll have breakfast.
yeah,
Ooh, that'd be nice.
we can all cook breakfast together.
Yeah,
Next thing.
yeah.
Cool. Well,
You bring the bacon, I'll bring the eggs.
from the BT Bam Rank 'em All crew, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye now.
I was so confused. I don't know what kind of outro to do.
I didn't know.
Bye. I'll miss you.
Ricky Bobby, what do I do with my hands?
Goodbye.